Hello and welcome to RE7 Talks. Today with Georgiana Solomon. I always call you Georgie, our SEO manager at RE7 Consulting. Great to have you here, Georgie.
Thanks also for having me.
Our topic that we want to discuss today is about SEO strategies for small businesses, tips, tricks, and tactics. And yeah, before we dive in, tell us more about why did we pick this topic? I mean, it's we work a lot with small businesses, so what are the key points from your point of view starting a collaboration with a small business?
For me, the key points is to find the best strategy for individual businesses because I'm
Mhm.
also always looking at competitors. And when I did my research, I'm looking for the keywords that competitors are using and how easy to rank for those type of keywords. So I can tell the business owner, hey, you have an opportunity to grow on this or this,
Mhm.
and to have a strategy adapt on his own needs.
I see. So, what would be like for small businesses? I mean, the main issue that small businesses has is most of the time, as we know, is the budget.
Mhm.
So when you start a business or you are a startup, you have a limited amount of money, but normally you have like time to invest because this is what we want to give today free away, like some tips and tricks and tactics. So what would be some tips? How would you recommend a small business or startup to start with SEO strategies for themselves?
Yes, I usually I'll tell them to be optimistic because SEO is mainly organic by default. So you don't have
Mhm.
to invest so many money like you invest in Google Ads and to have bigger budget for that. So first is to conduct a keyword research to understand more your target
Mhm.
audience and your target audience what is looking for. For example, if you I don't know have a bakery shop or something like that, you need to focus on the keywords like what are the best cupcakes in the city or best type of bread or something like that. Then for keyword this type of keyword research, for sure you can use free tools or you can just type in Google to see how your competitors are ranking and what
Can
keywords
you
they're using.
can you give us free tools?
For example, if you also have Google Ads, you can use the keyword planner from there.
Mhm.
Um, Also, you can look in Google or Google Incognito, or you can start a free trial with a tool like Ubersuggest, Mangools, or Ahref, just to have an overview and
Mhm.
to see
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
start from there. So keyword research, you don't have to invest much money. Then we will go to on page SEO to optimize
Mhm.
your website content with meta tags and headings for
Mhm.
relevant keywords because we did a keyword before. So now we have to implement those keywords in the on-page process.
Yeah.
So we have to integrate those keywords in page titles, meta description, headers, and so on.
And I think, sorry to interrupt, but I think what is also important for the small business before it start, it should have like to work out the USP. I mean, if you just come on the market and you say you are a local bakery, you
Mhm.
should focus on something specific, like you do, for example, donuts. You do, I don't know how to call them, macarons. So something really specific because that also helps us with SEO to rank better with a specific keyword when the person looks for something specific. And to become an expert in this, like that people are craving for this special thing that you as a local bakery in, for example, Bucharest are providing.
Yes, and also to have your brand name across that to a main
Yeah.
keyword.
Yes, yes, yes. I fully agree. So after we have done what I understood now, the keyword research. So we did a keyword research. Based on the keyword research, we were optimizing our website. What are the next steps?
We have to create quality content. to develop high quality content, we need to ask a question about our target audience. So we need to understand what the audience prefers, what type of, I don't know, macarons, as you said, what flavors they prefer, or packaging should look, or to go on other platforms as social media to see, I don't know, on TikTok or on Instagram, how those
Yeah.
audience interact with our competitors' content. As I said before, when you create content, of course
Mm-hmm.
you need to be consistent and you need to have patience, because even though we don't invest money in creating those content, you still need to be consistent with this,
Yeah.
and to invest the resources like time, even though you don't invest money. Also, to have when you do the on page, you need to look at the technical issues. If your website has problems like it's not indexed in Google, the site architecture is not really good, you have to work on this. Also, if you have a website, I'm guessing that you're working already with a developer, which can help
Mm-hmm.
you. Or you can do it by yourself. I don't know if you have something like WordPress, you can install some plugins that don't request so much money, and you
Mm-hmm.
can start um, with also those things.
Which tools are relevant for this? I know there's from Google this called web.dev, where you can analyze the website for technical optimization. Google Search Console, I guess, is important to
Yes,
get an
also.
idea if it's indexed, if there are some errors. And these are all free tools. And I mean, you want to rank in Google, so best is to use the tools from Google in order to rank in Google, you know?
Yes, those are the best. But if you want something more proficient and you don't get overwhelmed that easily, you can use also Screaming Frog, because there you can have all the technical issues that you can talk to your developer and try to fix them.
Understood. So to summarize, keyword research, after this on-page SEO optimization, use the tools that you mentioned already. Then local SEO in order to check out how's your product should look like, what are the interests of your users. Use Google Search Console, use WebDev, or it's called also in the Chrome browser Lighthouse report, in order to see what technical improvements can you do. And for the content you mentioned, to be consistent with the content, figure out what is content that works for you, figure out the right content platform where you find your audience.
Try to integrate
And
also social media in SEO,
yeah.
because all the platforms can work together. And to finish this little tips and tricks session, I wanted to also talk about local SEO and off page with backlinks,
Mhm.
because it's
Okay.
also really important and you don't have to invest much money. For example, for local SEO, you can improve your Google My Business to have
Mhm.
set there all your services you provide, your address, mobile phone, and also for getting backlinks and quality backlinks, you can speak with your audience to see if some bloggers find you really interesting and wants to write about you and publish
Mhm.
your website on their website, to get more relevant authority from there. Or you can
Mhm.
put set um, put your website on some type of directories, so for people will be more easy for you if you, I don't know, have a clinic or have a salon or something like that.
So to be easily found, and when somebody is looking for you, to also see you have a website, but you're also listed in other directories, in order also to build a bit more trust, because it also increases the brand visibility, of course. So that will probably also help.
Yes, and to build more trust even after you do this,
Mhm.
don't forget about reviews, because they're really important. Reviews from clients, you can ask them to leave a review if they're satisfied with their customer journey. and also to respond to them, because I think it's really important that.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, I can speak for ourselves. We also got a lot of reviews that we asked our clients to give us, and to get reviews, ask them to write what exactly did they like from you. I mean, what service did they like, what dessert they liked. Like, for example, I liked this macaron with the chocolate taste. That was amazing. And also about the experience. Um, I mean, this gives a full complimentary review, and also helps you to rank locally, I guess, when you have more reviews.
Exactly.
Something else that comes to your mind for small businesses?
Also, don't forget to monitor all your progress, or to see where you can improve yourself,
Mhm.
because it's really important and it's part of the process.
Yeah. For monitoring, what tools you recommend?
Also, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, there you can have all your reports. You just select the
Mhm.
period and what channel are you interested in.
Understood. What I think I would like to add is also that to make sure that the website is optimized for mobile, because almost 90% of the users will be users on a smartphone. So this is also important that the website is optimized. And if you, for example, think of selling your cakes or your services online, that the checkout process works smoothly, so that you tested this checkout process. You tested it with different types of phones or browsers, not only with Chrome, also to test it on Firefox, and especially for the Apple users to test on Safari, because the Safari browser interprets the code a bit different than the other browsers, just to make sure that when people come on with their phone on your website, to have a smooth process and that it works. Because we in the past, I mean, you remember we had with some clients issues that it wasn't optimized, and then they got some traffic but nobody was buying because, I don't know, the payment button was overlaid with another button, or it didn't work properly. So that's really important to
Yeah,
have this in place.
they had traffic, but the people weren't staying on their
Yeah.
website for too long because they have many issues.
Yeah. Um, I think that wraps it up really nicely together. If you have more questions, write us in the comments. If you don't have the time and you have a small business and you want somebody else to take care of course, you can also contact us. For search engine optimization, it's Georgie who will take care of it. And yeah, or if you just need some consulting in search engine optimization, we are also there to help you. Just reach out for us, and you can also read on our blog articles about search engine optimization if you want to know more how to do it, what to do it. And yeah, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and all the other platforms where we are available. And thank you, Georgie,
Thank you so
for your
much.
time. Thank you for the tips and tricks for small businesses. And
Always.
see you in our next session for SEO.
See you next time.
Bye bye.